Hey there, PV2 Awo. This is Specialist Keeling, just giving you a quick video over some things that you need to do before your August 1st deadline that Sergeant Zhang gave you. Also, quick shout out to Sergeant Zhang that is making us do this. Thankfully, I was able to catch a quick photo of him before he disappeared, so that's just going to be up in this corner right here. Alright, now that that's out of the way. Alright, so the first thing you need to do is get your CAC card reactivated. Since your PIN got locked out, you really need to get that activated before you can do pretty much anything. So you have to go to a military ID center. If you just Google, if you can't remember what the place to go, just look up Deere's Military ID Center. It should be the first link, the DMDC website, and it will bring you to this page, site locator and appointments. So go there. I know that Sergeant Zhang talked to you about this beforehand already, but I'm just going over it again just in case you forgot something or need the location again. Put in your zip code. And let's find the place closest to you. And the place that Sergeant Zhang suggested is going to be location number 4. That's probably the best place for you to go. That's where I went before whenever I needed to get my military ID. And I know for a fact this place actually does give you access, no problem whatsoever. So it says it's this place right here, Veteran Affairs, but you actually want to go to this building right here. It's listed on here as the Cedar Street Armory, and if we go down to location 4, Cedar Street Armory right here, AGHQ, Minnesota. Just put in the Kentland 600 Cedar Street address into Google Maps on your phone, and you'll be able to just drive straight there. Now, what you're going to want to do is come down Cedar Street. You can go down Cedar Street or this other road right here that's not labeled on here. But both roads should have on-road parking, so just pull over to the side in a parking spot, and you'll be able to walk straight across the street to the Armory right here. The directory for the individual that you need to meet is going to be on the far left-hand side when you walk up from over here from Cedar Street. So when you walk up from Cedar Street, go to the far left. There'll be a directory of numbers that you can call. And just call any of them that are affiliated with military or Army IDs, and they'll give you access to the building. If you don't call them, then you cannot get into the building. So just call the number on there, let them know that you just need to get your CAC card reactivated. They'll let you in, get your card activated, and then you can move on from there. I suggest showing up before, like, by 10 a.m. at the latest, simply because if you show up after that, then you're going to be dealing with people going there on their lunch breaks to get their CAC cards reactivated, or people getting off work and things like that. So on Monday or Tuesday of this coming week, try to get over there as early as you can, just so that way you avoid lines, and then you can just move on from there. Now, in order for you to actually use your CAC card, you're going to need a CAC Card reader. Here's a picture of the one that I have. You can get these from pretty much anywhere. You can get them off of Amazon, you can get them off of Best Buy, or you can shop the exchange.com website. That is actually basically an online PX. I'll leave a link in the description down below for the actual website that you can get onto. But in order for you to, you'll need a CAC card reader to use your personal laptop or your personal home computer of any sort in order to access all of these Army websites. So once you have a CAC card reader, you're going to need to get Army certificates as well. These basically just allow your CAC card reader to actually read your card, so that way you can access your computer. And you can use them for either a Mac or a Windows computer, either one, whichever one you have. They both work just fine. So Army certificates. If you click on this link right here, it'll bring you to this website. Now, this website is not optimized at all. It has everything that you need. It has all the certificates, but it's incredibly confusing. Basically, you just follow all the instructions, and it will be able to, and then you'll be able to activate them and be able to gain access to all the different Army websites. If it's all really confusing, I'm gonna link another video in the description down below that you can access tells you straight up what to do in each and every single step. It's really easy, and it goes over everything that you need to do for Windows or Mac if you have a Mac. So again, you need all these certificates in order to just gain access to Army websites. It's a lot, but it should just take a few minutes. You might need to restart your computer afterwards, after you download all of them and put them onto your onto your computer for them to actually activate and start running. But once you do that, you should be able to activate. You should be able to gain access to pretty much every Army website through your CAC card, using a CAC card reader attached to your computer, running through the certificates. All right, so after you've got all that stuff taken care of, got all the certificates and whatnot, you're going to need to fill out a DTS form. You could go to defensetravel.dod.mil, or you could just type in DTS Delta Tango Sierra, DTS Army, sign up, and this should be the first page link that pops up. And it gives you straight up just really easy instructions for first time users, like what you need to do, like how to obtain a DTS account, PKI, how to use it. This is all pretty simple stuff. Sergeant Zhang is already working on getting you access to DTS, and this is how you get your defense travel service card, and this is how you would pay for travel while you're like on orders. He'll give you more of a brief on that later, but if you have any issues with getting this all set up, just let him know, and he'll get you in contact with Mrs. Plens at the unit or someone else that will help. That should help you get this stuff taken care of. You should just need to click login, and it'll bring you to this page, and then I believe you just click login and then just type in a couple credentials. So just click here. Okay, accept. Oh, fun fact, Army websites are notoriously annoying with how slow they can be. Whenever you go to log in, because you have to create an account, you'll have to fill out some pretty basic information like your address, an email. For email, I would suggest using a personal email, not your military email, just because you're going to be able to more easily access your personal email than your military email at any given time, because since you can get emails on your smartphone. So, but after you sign up, after you go through the whole sign up process, you should eventually come up to this page, and you'll want to go through your account settings and go through my profile, make sure that everything is current and accurate. Because if there's anything that's wrong with this, then you won't be able to use your DTS card whenever you're on orders. So just make sure that all this stuff is completely updated, and as you update it, as you update each page, just ensure that you save and then move on from there. And again, I'm just going over the really basics, the absolute just like core basics of it all. You're gonna need some personal information. Like you could also need your social security number and possibly a GD214, just like anything like that. It should all be pretty simple stuff though. It shouldn't be anything that drastically difficult to get a hold of. And let me go ahead and make a quick note right here. Whenever you access Army websites, a lot of them were optimized for Internet Explorer. The Army is also trying to get all Army websites to work on Google Chrome as well as Microsoft Edge. So if you use Google Chrome, you should be able to use it for pretty much everything. But if you ever if you ever need to gain access to a website that you absolutely just cannot get into for whatever reason, I would suggest just downloading Internet Explorer. I know Internet Explorer is not really used anymore, but it gains you access to pretty much all the Army websites. So just Google Internet Explorer download. It should give you the actual link to the official Microsoft website, and you can download it for free. I would suggest just downloading it. You're probably never gonna need to actually use it, but if Google Chrome for whatever reason does not work, then just try using Internet Explorer. And Firefox does not really work with Army websites either, so you can try other search engines, but if you need to gain access to an Army website, I would suggest using Google Chrome #1, and then if that doesn't work, try using Internet Explorer. All right, and finally, after you do those things, after you go through DTS, signing up for that account, just getting all that information current, I would then suggest going to AKO, which is Army Knowledge Online. You don't have to go into incognito mode for this. I'm just doing it right here just so I have to show you how to actually log in. Go to AKO, and it will bring up that link, which will bring you to this page right here. Scroll down, press I accept. and it will prompt you to do some sort of login. Basically, what you'll need to do is just log in with an ID. If it doesn't bring it up immediately, there should just be a link that says login with CAC or something like that, or possibly even just straight up sign up for an account. And whenever you ask for your CAC, make sure you always click the ID one. You're gonna have access to 1 or 2, maybe even 3 different ones, different certificates you can use. Always use the ID certificate. Simply because the email certificate doesn't really work. The ID works for pretty much everything. So ensure that whenever you click on a certificate, you pick the one that says ID on it. So after you sign up for the account and get everything running, you should end up with a screen like this. Whenever you get access to this screen, you can access your older documents. You can see your medical fitness. You can see certifications that you have. This has a lot of information that's really good for you. All right, and what I would suggest doing first after you have this set up is going to DoD Enterprise email. This is your actual official Army email. Again, don't use the email link certificate. Always use the ID certificate. DoD ID CA41. Always use this one. The email certificate does not work. It used to work, but no longer does. After you click on that, it will then load this little warning banner. Hit OK. And then it'll give you another link. Click on the link. Again, scroll all the way down to ID because email doesn't work. Hit OK. And it will pop up a warning screen one more time. Hit OK. And then it will give you access to your email. It's been so long since I initially signed into my email. I don't think there's anything extra you have to do. But if there is anything, it should just be really quick and simple. And it'll give you access to all of your email. Now, you'll want to go through each and every single one of your emails pretty well, just because there could be some really important information sent back to you as early as like this one was sent to me on August 14th, 2018. That was 2 months before I started basic training. So I would suggest just going, regardless of how old the emails are, I would suggest going through each and every single one of them just to ensure that you're looking through everything. All right. So, let's do a quick recap of this. So, make sure you get your ID. That is the priority number 1. Get your ID reactivated so you can actually use your CAC card. Then download certificates on your computer that will actually let you use a CAC reader. Buy a CAC reader. Sorry about that. Yeah, get the certificates. Follow again. There's a YouTube video linked in the description down below for if you want to watch that instead of just like going through this really slow process of reading everything. And then go to DTS, do everything that you can, hit login. It should give you an option to sign up for an account. After you do everything that you can there, wrong one. Download Internet Explorer on your computer just in case you need to gain access to an Army website that for whatever reason isn't working on Google Chrome. Again, all of the websites should work on Google Chrome, but if they don't, Internet Explorer is usually the answer. And then finally, AKO. Go onto AKO. Plug in your CAC card reader. Slide your CAC card into there, and sign up for the account. Sign up with anything and everything that it asks for you. Log into your AKO account and then sign into your email, and that'll give you access to everything else. And that should be pretty much all the basic stuff. I know it seems like it's a bit long, but trust me, you're gonna need this. All right.